What do you do in Nagpur with 3 hours to kill? Because the only thing I know about Nagpur, or what anybody knows about Nagpur, is well, the shade of it, RSS. I'm there with my friend Nikki and I'm like, hey man, like, the RSS headquarters is here, right? Do you want to go see that or what? And Nikki is the kind of person also is like, yeah man, let's go see. Like, I've also not seen it before. We call an Uber, we put on the Uber saying, like RSS headquarters, and the Uber takes us to this place and it's completely empty, there's nobody there around. And it's really late in the evening, the gates are closed, there's police around, there's barricades, and we're like talking to each other going, man, we made a mistake. There's no point coming all of this way, you just like made a mistake, let's just walk our way out of here. Just then a woman pulls up on a scooter with her son in the back saying, these guys are looking around suspiciously, they're being photographed for all the CCTV cameras. Check them, check their bags, check them. And by this point, a mob has started to build. Like, it's building up to a lynching. But luckily for us, out of nowhere, 2 cops came in, they grabbed us shit and took us out of there. They took us to this police station. Every intelligence agency in the country has been alerted because Delhi riots had just happened, so people were on the edge. So for the 2 of us, they raised a state-level terror alert. Let me give you a simple idea of what this room was like, right? I'm sitting here. The cop here with the computer who's taking my statement. The cop across who has a camera filming my face. There are 3 people taking notes and then there's the ATS checking my phone. So this is the room I'm sitting in. When I was leaving Orissa, in Orissa I had like these really tasty tiny tomatoes in this village. Okay. So right before I left, I decided to pick up 2 kgs of like organic tomatoes because I want to take some home for my family, share them with my friends. So when they opened up my bag, the first thing I have to pull out was like, ye dekhi sir, 2 kg tomatoes. And then the next thing that happens is my jacket comes out, in my jacket pocket there's a little potli. Any guesses what do you think is in this potli? Weed. Then my pod box comes out and they're like, isme kya? I'm like, ganja hai sir. Like later on when we were being interrogated, our statement was being taken, the NIA guy came with my pod box and he's like, isme kya tha? I'm like, ganja tha sir. He's like, ganja phukte ho? I'm like, haan sir. But at that point, the cop taking our statement was like, see, they've raised the state-level terror alert. There's bigger fishes to fry. Don't complicate this by mentioning drugs. And smoking weed is not a real crime anyways. They kept asking me, are you a communist? Are you a communist? Are you a communist? I kept saying, no, I'm an anarchist. My luck would have it that the cops in Nagpur have never heard the word anarchy before. And the cops are like, yeah, anarchist kya hota hai beta? And I'm like, sir, anarchist, sir, NRC. Nahi, tum bol rahe the tum anarchist ho. And I'm like, sir, anarchist. And they're like, India mein kitne anarchists hai? How many anarchists are there in India? And we're like, sir, the whole point of anarchy is to not have an organization. And they're like, who's the leader of the anarchists? So the whole point of anarchy is to not have leaders. And right when I think things are calming down, like the ATS guy comes and he pulls a gun to my head. Because among the things that in my bag besides weed and tomatoes was books. And one particular book called Gujarat Files by Rana Ayub. It's the most sus thing that I could have been carrying. Like it was like I wanted to get caught. You couldn't plan this on me if they tried. So the ATS guy pulls a gun to my head. He's like, when did you speak to Rana Ayub? How do you know Kanaya? When did you last meet Umar Khalid? And I'm like, sir, if any of them know who I am, I'd be damn proud of myself. And the irony was that the only people mad at me were the Muslim cops for not being Muslim enough. Because they were like, Allah ko vishwas karte ho. I was like, nice sir. Namaz padhte ho, nice sir. Roza rakhte ho, nice sir. Fatiha padhte ho, like, wo kya hai sir? So the only cops who were mad at me were the Muslim cops. And finally, like, the IB comes, like the intelligence bureau shows up. And I kid you not, this was a hot IB guy. Like, I was supposed to be intimidated, but I was turned off. The Muslim cop, obviously mad at me, goes and says, sir, ye dekhiye sir, ye Musalman banata hai. And I kid you not, the first thing the IB guy told me is like, bro, the sense of humor on your page is next level. But then this cop is like, sir, look at this tattoo. He has a tattoo over here, he has a tattoo over here, he has a tattoo over here. I'm like, I have a tramp stamp. You guys want to see my tramp stamp? And the cops are like, sure, go for it. So I get to flash them my Harry Potter tramp stamp. And all the cops are taking photos of my behind. And I know for a fact that every intelligence agency has a photo of my ass. Somewhere. Whether it's sticky or it's dusty, I do not know. But I know it is there.